Should I add everyone? Should I I just got off the phone with Anna. Jesus.
I would say you could probably add everyone.
Okay. Hang on. I'll just tell her right now.
Happy birthday, Mr. Khonjin.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much for the birthday.
It's your birthday?
Wishes.
Happy birthday if it's your birthday. Either way, happy birthday.
It might be. Yeah, it might be. Alright, hold on. I'm just doing all that and doing all this. Yeah. Alright. I'm not that late, so it's not that bad.
Yeah, it's not that bad.
Where do I add everyone in updates? Okay.
Yeah. Oh, whoops. Just quickly do that. I'll be right back in 1 minute. Literally 60 seconds.
Okay, I'll stream Minecraft since I'm
I've been placing blocks and shit on the fucking Minecraft.
Okay. Well, my house is
Okay. I'm here, it's fine. All is well. It's time to answer questions once again. All of the pressing questions you need answered, I shall answer for you with my most earnest of ability. It's not even a problem. I feel privileged to do so. So,
not gonna lie, I just want to say,
without further ado, your question.
Thanks for doing these, because these are pretty amazing.
No problem. Well, you gotta know where the money's going. Transparency is the key to any healthy business relationship.
That's true.
I have a burning question.
Yes.
Khonjin. What made you want to bring Khonjin back?
Shit just sucks outside. It's really bad. Things are really, really, really bad. And I think the worst thing about things being really bad is that you get gaslit constantly into being like, oh, it's fine. It's like bad, but it's regular. And it's like, no, it's...
Yeah.
There's nothing normal about what's happening like in the world. I feel like
you just don't want to think about it anymore.
I feel like even if something isn't like necessarily, I don't know. I feel like there is a comfort in getting media by someone who is like, yeah, it's like, I see what you're saying. It's pretty bad because like even that lane is filled by YouTubers. I think like I have to assume every political grifter that exists goes through the lens of like, they won't tell you this, the media won't tell you this, but I see it. I see the problem, and then they sell you fucking brain pills or something. I don't know. Like, it's just nice to perhaps in some small way have someone else out there who sees what's going on but isn't trying to sell you something. Just like, it's just a show. It's just bullshit. It's stupid. Brought to you by whatever.
I have a question.
So, yeah.
Escape.
I'm wondering when Bereni's gonna appear on screen again. I was expecting after episode 2 that we would see her on screen more often, but I didn't see any appearance in episode 3. And to be honest, I am a little bit disappointed. But you know what? I should have kept my expectations very low for this series, I realized. But go ahead.
You blinked the moment she was there. You missed it. She was the first thing in the episode.
Oh shit. Hold on. I need to rewatch it then.
Oh my god. She's credited in the credits she voiced. She was in episode 3.
Yeah, she gets hit by a bat, no?
Yeah.
Oh, that happened so quickly. I literally did not realize it the first time I watched this episode. Wow.
Yeah. Well, your problem and question is solved.
Well, thank you for your enlightening answer, Khonjin.
No problem. No problem. She's in every episode ever since she's been introduced. So there's enough for everyone. There's enough to go around. So all right, any other questions? Anything else it's just ruining your psyche because you can't manifest it out of your mouth to the world of the physical.
I have a question.
Yes.
What was with the dolphin? Tell me about the dolphin joke.
That's actually really easy. That's a very simple answer. When I was making this episode, I was miserable out of my mind, and I was like, I'm gonna make a joke for one person, my brother Ryan, because we joke about rapist dolphins all the time, like ever since we found out about that fact. It's a real fact that dolphins like to rape. And so I feel like I was on vacation with my brother Ryan, and he had like found this out, and he was like, that's crazy. You know, they look so innocent and happy. I was like, yeah, well, that's just how it is. And so we were like at the beach, and my little cousin was like, I think I saw a dolphin. And I was like, well, don't get too close. And Ryan was like, and so we just kept sort of being like retarded about this dolphin joke. Like we kept like bringing it up at stupid times. So it's like, it's really as lowbrow and dumb 1 IQ as it could possibly be. Just me and my brother laughing at, dolphins shouldn't do that. So I was making the episode. I'm like, I'm just going to make this joke for one guy. But the funny thing is, Clover called me up afterwards, and she was like, everyone knows that dolphins rape. I'm like, oh, really? Then I guess it's not like an inside joke. I guess I'm just joking about a very well-known fact about the species. Right. So, yeah, that's that.
And they also get high off of pufferfish, I think, too. I think it's another fact.
They really need to get their shit together. They really need to seriously examine their existence and, solve that. Right. So... Anyway, any other questions that we got? Anything else?
Can I ask?
Sure.
How viscerally miserable and pissed off were you when you were making the first episode of the Gino show? Because I could feel some of that bleed through in the final product.
So it's funny. I feel like I was kind of it's sort of based off just you hate seeing everything corporatized to an insane degree. I thought the first episode was kind of fine because Gino is obviously very angry, and then I think the second episode I sort of loosened up, and then the third one I was like, all right, we need to really tell people what this is about, and it's just shit. This show is lower than shit. It's lower.
I'm glad it's devolving like that.
Yeah, and it's going to continue to get worse, by the way.
But what's that one? What's that one Shark Tale meme where it's you're the one good scene from the movie? Does anyone know what I'm talking about?
That scene is.
Shit, never mind.
Are you talking about when the Jack Black shark turns into dolphin, tries to be a dolphin? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, I'm talking about in that same movie, but it's near the beginning when the Will Smith fish gets fired. And they're like, okay, so here, this is your role in the world. You're less than shit. That's what reminded me of what was Khonjin was saying.
You're Will Poo, and then there's you. I know what you're talking about. The food chain.
Never mind. It's not even worth it. Continue on, Khonjin.
That's fine. All right. Any other? Oh wait, was I answering a question or?
I don't even know what's going on anymore.
All right. Well. I think it was something about anger with an episode. Oh yeah, just that.
Yeah,
it's gonna get worse. It's gonna get lower than shit. I feel like. I'm not gonna give up on all the new characters being introduced and stuff. I will thread those needles, but I feel like I have an episode in my head where Gino just browses Twitter. It's not even animated. He just looks at the trending tab, and he's just talking about it. lower than vlogging. I feel like that's lower than like vlogging. Just whatever is bad. So anyway, any other
That's
questions?
really good.
Anything else pressing? Needs
I
to
got
be.
one. Are
What's
there
up?
going to be any more are there going to be any more like YouTube poop inferences in the episodes coming up?
Honestly, after making this, I sort of I want to talk to Gabe-chan and be like, do you think it'd be a cool idea to just invite YouTube poopers in to make ads and intersperse them throughout the episodes? Because I feel like that could be a fun thing to do. Ads are really short, and it's like you have to YouTube poop a fucking. The only rule is that it has to be an ad by the end of it, and then maybe we could just get a bunch of YTPers on board.
I like that.
Yeah, I feel like as long as they're YTP, I want to put ads everywhere because I feel like I've done enough spiteful AI ads already. Like, I think that's covered. So yeah, I would like to do it. I think YTP always has a place here. So, any other questions? Anything else? It's just killing you inside, I can tell.
I have a question.
What's up?
Let me turn off my fan.
Okay.
So was Khonjin House 1 all like meta and they're all actors? Since season 2, now Gay Spaghetti Chef is CEO. Were they ever actually dating each other, or was it just their characters?
So it's it's kind of like a mealy-mouthed answer, but it's kind of both because when I made Khonjin House, they weren't actors, but the point of a reboot is to like spit on your audience. Like it's to treat them like shit. So Gino show, they would say yes, it was. Like it's all fake. Like whatever the worst answer is for the first, like whatever reduces like the quality of Khonjin House would be the answer. So if your question is it fake? Then yes. It's like, was Gay Spaghetti Chef never even gay to begin with? Yes. Like anything that devalues it. Was Ruther actually 41 years old the whole time? Yes. Like, the worst answers you can think of are the answers for this new show. Anything that is like disrespectful to the audience is the answer.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, yeah, we're trying to hit every possible trope of a reboot, right? Like every bad thing it does, including the time skip. Like it's all. I've been like calling my friends and being like, just tell me everything bad about a new show. And some of them have been harder to incorporate. Like Dylan, he had a pretty good one, but I don't know how to like do it for the new show. Where he's like, yeah, when I watch a new show and every single episode it has a different cast working on it, there's a problem. I'm like, that's good, but I don't know how to. I don't know how to put that in this, but yeah. So yeah, that I hope that answers your question.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right. Any other pressing issues right now?
So a while back you had mentioned Connor that crap that what the hell's his name? Khonjin's father was going to be in the next episode. Was that delayed till the next episode or?
No, I was convinced at the time he would, and then I made a horrible mistake. I left my. I recently recorded with Danielle again, and I left my pop filter at her apartment, and it was already too deep into episode 3 to like go back and get it. So I was like, "Fuck, So I have to run an audible." So I did an episode I was going to do later, and I just did it now. But he's supposed to be in there because, like, I already talked to Shane, and he wants to do it. So
okay, cool.
Yeah,
keeps the anticipation up.
It was just a flux change of the moment, or whatever. All right. Anything else? Any other pressing issues to address here?
Do you know what happened to Blue Omen Operation?
Yeah, they stopped. They're not making the game anymore. It's on an indefinite hiatus. So, yeah, I found out because there was a lot of traffic on that video after the devs announced. They're like, yeah, this was too big. We're done. We're going to work on a smaller game and go from there. And then someone someone put a comment on the video that was like, this aged horribly. And I'm like, I don't know. I feel like it aged really good. I said, like, how could you expect them to produce a game and then they didn't? So I feel like that was pretty on the money. But yeah, I mean, it's not like I'm happy that they're not making the game or whatever. I wanted it to come out, but as far as I'm concerned, that's just done. They're not doing it. Which sucks, because I made them that video for the promise that I would get the game for free when it comes out. So I guess I made it for nothing. So, any other questions we got? Anything else?
I have a question. Does there exist like an unsponsored cut of episode 3? Like what?
No.
Like it's like the full voice lines just like you just cut off whenever there's like a sponsor. Like there's no
I obviously cut it up when I put all the ads in.
Yeah.
But there is not there's not an unsponsored version. There might be, because someone informed me that I could be sued by everyone for putting sponsored in the bottom left of the ads. But hopefully that doesn't happen. That'd be that'd be nice to not be sued by these huge powerful companies. So I mean, if that happens, you're definitely going to see an unsponsored version. It's gonna be the old Khonjin house all over again. I'll have to take it down, and then they'll be like, he's George Lucasing the series. He's ruining it. But like, get these fucking guys off my back. What do you want me to do for that?
Now I'm curious how much you recorded of like Gino's lines in that episode.
Well, let me tell you, the process for Gino is pretty easy in this one. Anna will attest to this because she was in the room when I was making episode 2. So, like, in episode 2, he's sort of ranting about women as he often does before Bereni's introduced. I don't write most of that. I just start ranting about bullshit, and then I'll go to Anna and I'll be like, which rants about women are the funniest? And she'll be like, yeah, keep the Arbor Mist line in and whatever. So I'll just be sitting in front of a mic thinking of the most horrible things you could say and just shooting from the hip, I guess, on that. So there's always a lot. Gino gets trimmed down quite a bit.
If any of that leaks, you're getting canceled.
No, you would think. I feel like that's the opposite. That means the opposite. You can't. We're making an episode about this. We're making an episode about a cancellation tier list. What's good canceling? What's bad canceling? Like, which cancels help your career? Which ones actually hurt them? And which ones depend? So I don't know. I think shit talking women helps your career. I think that's like one of those bad things that people are like, we like this though. we want you to keep doing it. We will reward you greatly if you continue to diminish these people. Like, I'm pretty convinced. I think the outside circumstances prove me right on this. So, yeah. Another funny thing about the ads, by the way, is that I've been informed by Robin that they fool. What is it called? Is it called Revanced, or there's like some sort of add-on that will like skip ads automatically in a video, and it skipped all the fake ads. So that episode becomes like 30 seconds long.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. So anyway, is there any other questions you got? Anything else?
Yes. Yeah, so, oh no, you can talk.
All right, Pinkerton, it's all you.
Okay. With the retrofit of the characters as actors, does that apply to Pent and Smack?
They're not even factored in. If they don't even know who they are. Like if you asked Gino or anyone, they'd be like, "Who? What are you, gay? What is that? You are an idiot." Like they don't know. They like again. We must spit on the audience. We have to. So they'll gaslight you and be like, "That's not real. Those people aren't real. It's not even a real guy." So yeah, that is how that would apply. Anything else? Any other questions?
So a while back, I know you lived in Hell, aka Florida, but were there any good places that you'd like to eat down here?
I don't think so, but I'll think really hard. Because there's places I ate a lot. I wouldn't describe them as good. Like I would eat at the Miller's Ale House, which is it's a fucking Miller's Ale House. It's a chain.
That's fair.
No one really, yeah. And then I had this really nice apartment, so it was like there's like a restaurant in the apartment complex, which was horrible. It was like the most horrible restaurant ever made. Oh, there was a Japanese place. It was good. I don't remember what it's called. I'm sorry. I can't help you.
No, that's fair, because I was looking up a while back. Gay Spaghetti Chef had tricked you with spaghetti in a pizza box, and I was trying to look up that location, and it seems like that place shut down.
They better have shut down. That pizza sucks balls. That pizza fucking blows, dude. Like at the time, I should have just been happy he gave me something that wasn't pizza. I really wanted pizza, but that pizza place, it sucks. Sorry. Oh, you know what? Okay, I have a place for you actually. There is maybe it's bad now though, because it started off as a food truck and it was really good, but then it got a restaurant, so there's this spot called Halo Potato Donuts. They make donuts out of potato. So fucking good. And it sounds stupid, but it's good. I promise you. I promise you it's good. Halo Potato Donuts.
Okay.
Get some.
I'll look into that. Thank you.
Anyway, anything else? Any other questions we could possibly have right now?
I have a question.
Yeah, what's up?
Okay, so I don't know if you still do this, and that's what I want to know. I remember that when you took over for the voice of Gino, you would pitch down the audio a bit. I want to know if you still do that, or if it's just.
Oh yeah. I absolutely do. I like, especially now, because like there was a brief time where I didn't, and then I was like, that sucks. Like Gino's voice sucks to do. It really, really, really sucks to do. Like on your throat. So when I do Gino, I'll always pitch shift it down by 5, because that way it's like it's enough to make it a little lower, but it's not enough that it sounds distorted and shitty and bad. So I'll always just pop that bastard into Audacity, because I have to do that for all the lines anyway. So yeah, definitely. I definitely still do that. So anything else? Anything else that we got here to quell your curiosity?
So are the advertisements that are in the Gino show, are those like sponsored advertisements, or is it just like a YouTube random ad thrown in advertisement?
Wait, can you ask that again? I don't know if I understood the question.
So in the Gino show, there were advertisements displayed through the episode. Were those like akin to YouTube ads where they just randomly put them in there? Or did someone like actually like sponsor Gino with actual money to put their ad in the video?
All right, I see why I didn't understand your question. Okay, so are you talking like in universe he's sponsored, or like
yes, in universes would he be sponsored by those ads?
I mean, he has to be since they're in the show.
Because no, it's very hilarious to think about. Like, he said the N word in his first episode, and then he gets sponsored in the second episode with all these ads.
Oh yeah, well, like, so the idea is that he is sponsored, but he doesn't know.
Oh, okay.
Like, these ads are showing up. He has no idea that his monologue is being broken up by the ads. The only thing he's aware of is that he's sponsored by a product called the Fork Light. But everything else, he is entirely unaware. That's the boss. The boss is definitely, making her money. So the N-word thing will be explained later if it's not already apparent what's going on, which is that, yeah, it's bad, but it's controversy and there's money to be made. So why not? You can expect a lot of gaslighting over Gino saying the N-word in the future. You can expect a lot of they'll fix him up. They'll fix up your boy Gino real good. So don't you worry about that. What N-word? What are you talking about? He was trying to say nunchuck. What are you talking about? He loves nunchucks, dude. So anyway, any other questions we got? Anything else we got to know that we have to know?
I guess because I'm making a show, which I'm not self-promoting, I'm just saying that I'm making a show.
No, yeah,
but how do you find like, I guess, the inspiration to write when you're doing other things? Because I'm in college right now, and I don't know. You've taken like breaks between Khonjin stuff, so I just want to know if is it like a thing where it just like you have ideas suddenly, or is it just like is it a more streamlined process? Like you think about it and you develop it a bit, and then you release it, or is it just like something you want to do one day?
Well, it changed over time because, like, Khonjin House, when that show came out, I was also in college, so I was making the episodes while I was doing all the stupid college shit, and I don't think I'd recommend you do what I did because Dylan will tell you I had this schedule because I would I was in college and I was also working at a game studio making shitty music for mobile games, and then I was doing the Khonjin House stuff and the Smash Brothers streams because like the Wii U one had come out. So I would like stay up for 3 days straight and then collapse, and then I would do the same thing after I got better to just do all that shit. I would sleep in the Select Games office on the floor. I remember Dylan, like he found me on the floor in the office. He's like, "Are you okay?" And he was like, he's like, "Dude, you need to go home." And Dylan, and I'm sure I've said this a million times, but Dylan is like such a good guy, like one of the best guys I know. From like an empathy standpoint, like he will take the clothes off your back. I mean, the clothes off his back. Sorry, he's the nice one in this situation. He will not take your clothes off of you. But the point is, he was driving me in the car, and I hadn't slept for 3 days, and I didn't even know what like I don't remember. He told me all this happened, so he goes, "Is there anything you need right now?" And I said to him, "Gushers." He's like the fruit snack, Gushers. He's like, "Yeah." He's like, "If you're serious, I'll go to the Publix right now and I'll get some for you." And he fucking did, because I woke up. Everything I told you is what he told me I said, but I woke up in my house, in my bed, and on my nightstand was a box of Gushers. Put this here, and he explained to me that I asked him to get me them for me. So yeah, I wouldn't recommend you do what I did, and now it's definitely like I just get stimulated by the shit happening outside. It's like a constant state of agita. So some days I don't even want to think about making it. I'm like, fuck this. Who cares? I'm shoveling more shit out into the world. And then you'll read some news story that's like a Chinese kid who died in a hole is having their image sold as an NFT or something. Just like, whatever. Fuck this. Like, fuck. Like, I don't know. I think a lot of spite, honestly, sort of gets it coming. Because how much of episode 3 can you honestly say that I wrote and wasn't just me doing what everyone's doing right now? You know? So it depends. It's like you got to examine your motivations for why you want to make a show and just be honest about them and then work around that. Because, yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's more complicated than that. It can come to you in spurts, or if it's like Khonjin House, it's just stream of consciousness because you don't have a choice. It's like it's every week it has to go up. So it's like, all right. I guess the last episode was about some crazy shit, and this episode is about the thigh gap. I just remembered I was annoyed that people wanted girls to have thigh gaps, so now this episode is about that. So that's basically it. It's not much more complicated than that. So all right. Any other questions we have? Any other questions for right now in the moment to be answered for you? It is the highest calling to respond to any and all questions. And so it is your calling to ask them.
Okay. Can I?
Yes, go for it.
Yeah, sure. Does the boss have like an actual name, or is it just like the boss?
Yeah, the boss is named Danielle.
Oh, okay, makes sense. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. She was very adamant about not having the character be named Danielle. And I was like, okay, so when it comes time to record, just name her whatever the fuck you want her to be named, because I didn't come up with a name. So she was like, okay. And then the day came for recording. I'm like, so what's she called? She's like, oh, fuck. I didn't come up. All right, fucking Danielle, whatever. So, so her name's Danielle. And she's gonna have to live with it. So, yes, that's her name. All right, anything else? Anything else?
I guess I have a question, but it's not really Gino show related technically.
Go for it.
I don't know if this was just like a random detail that I focused on too much, but like, why are there so many penguins in Khonjin House? I feel like there's a lot of them.
Yeah, that was another thing for my brother.
Oh.
He like we have that joke about dolphins and we have the joke about penguins. But penguins was when he was much younger, because Ryan voiced in Khonjin House like when he was really young. I mean, you can hear the difference in his voice, because like there's he voiced the penguins in the basketball one, and he sounds much older. And then the first time he voices like the oh, wait a minute. When was the first time he voiced? I actually don't remember, but I know he voiced penguins.
Might have been Dweebus. That's like the earliest instance of a penguin in Khonjin House I can think of.
Oh no!
No, there were the alternative episodes with him at the orphanage.
Was that the golf one?
It was
yeah, but I don't think he voiced the golf penguin. Was that someone else? I feel like no one even voiced a penguin in the golf one, right? Because wasn't it just Shane yelling like, "What a beautiful shot! It's fucking crazy."
No,
I think it was like a little bit after that, but I don't
like there's like him, the penguin like interviewing him or something. And he's like,
oh, wait a minute. Hold on. There's a fucking no. There is in the. I just remembered. In the fucking one with the girl penguin who shows up, there is another penguin that Khonjin slaps away, and that was voiced by my brother too, the same guy. And you
Yeah,
can
those
hear
are
how
movies.
young he sounds in that. And that's sort of like where the penguin thing started. But of course, that evolved into forcefully, sexually promiscuous dolphins. So I guess that's just how it goes. But yeah, it was just based off of like Ryan thinks penguins are funny. I'll put penguins in.
Me too.
Yeah. So, any other questions? Oh yeah, you won the Grand Slam golf tournament in Africa. That was Ryan too. But anyway, so any other questions? Anything else? Sorry, my memory's not so good right now. Still waking up. Ha 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 ha. So anything else? Fake ass Khonjin. I'm the real Khonjin. Okay. Your questions will be taken
I don't know
right
if I answered this one before, but why'd you stop using dumbass? Do you just not like him? That it?
No, it just didn't occur to me to like do it. It's because it's also a little mixed up, like with who voices him and stuff. Because it was first voiced by a teacher of mine in college, and then it was voiced by Bobby himself. But Bobby, I'm sure I've told stories about him before. He's sort of erratic as far as personality goes. So, you know, we have periods where he's like, Connor, my best friend, and then periods of Connor is a retarded other slurs and I I hate him. And then 6 months later he'll be like, I like him again. And then 6 months later he's like, I speak exclusively Chinese now. So no one can talk to me. So no, I don't have a problem with him or like don't like the character. It's just a little hard to be like, I'm gonna write an episode with him in it. Who's gonna voice him? Will there be anyone to voice him? So yeah, it's just like that, really. Anything else? Any other questions for me?
How's it going?
It's going.
I have a question.
Yeah.
How many places have you lived in since when Khonjin started until now?
Oh my god, I move around like a drug addict. Like, because I lived in Florida, Pennsylvania. I mean, lived in fucking Christ. I'm trying to. I mean, I feel like the answer is the subway video. All the states that video was shot in. It's like all the states I've been. So, yeah, I couldn't tell you, but I basically move around like every
Tell
year.
us about how that can you tell us how the subway video came to be?
I
Instagram,
just went to a convention in Seattle, and it was the farthest I had ever been from home. And I don't know, I was just kind of a stupid guy. I went there with Dylan, and we went on top of this building, which you see in the video. And for whatever stupid fucking reason, I just said, and that's been our trip to the subway. What a great sandwich. And, you know, Dylan started laughing at that. So I was like, I have this footage of me in Seattle saying that. Maybe every time I'm far away, I can just pretend I always intended to make a video about Subway. So every time I found myself in a different state, I'd just whip out my phone and be like, just still looking for the Subway, whatever. So like when I'm in the truck and it looks like I'm being kidnapped, I was helping my friends move, so I stayed in the back of the truck so that nothing would fall over. And I just pulled out my phone because I was like, just another time, just another good time to do this. So that's it. That's how it came to be. So, anything else that we have to know? There's no such thing as stupid curiosity.
I gotta have to know this. Why the
know?
burger takes 400 days to cool when I could take the subway instead?
Wait a minute. Re-ask that because I didn't comprehend one word of that.
Sorry. I also posted it in the text channel. Why the burger takes 400 days to cool when I could take the subway instead?
Yeah, you see, you said the same thing, and nothing. It did not reach any part of my brain at all. It got to the ear, and it stopped. Why the burger take 400 days to cool when I could take the subway
instead?
It's really that simple, huh?
Yep.
All right. Yeah, I don't know. I wish I was smart enough to answer that question, but I'm not. I don't have the faculties required to address that one. So you'll have to go find a monk who's been sitting on a mountaintop for 300 years and then try again, but I can't answer that.
Is she 3D? That's all I gotta know.
What? It sounds like you asked something else and some background specter from hell.
Is the monk 3D?
What? Where are you? Are you in a subway right now? Like not even in the train, like in a subway tunnel?
No, I love Florida. You know, I'm just.
Oh, okay.
Florida.
Now that say no more. No more context needed. Yeah, I wish you good luck on finding someone who can clarify these things for you. Anything else? Any questions based in the tangible reality of life?
Mr. Khonjin, I've got a question.
Yes.
I'm looking here on the fucking Khonjin House wiki. Who are the ass fuckers?
The ass fuckers?
Yes.
You're asking me who the ass fuckers are?
Yeah, no. It's literally in this like a fucking KhonjinHouseFandom.com.
If I had to take a guess, because when I think of Khonjin House and ass fuckers, one pair of ass fuckers come to mind. A certain nameless, controversial couple from episode 8, whose ass fucking was a pivotal cultural milestone at the time it was released. The people weren't ready for fucking on that ass level. One of them is named. Oh, I know this. I know Richard Hook. Yep. I remember.
You didn't
Mr.
call them the
Richard
knob
Hook.
cobblers?
What's that?
You didn't want to call them the knob cobblers?
No, one of them I know for a fact was named Richard Hook. I know for a fact. I'll never forget that name.
That is so fascinating.
Does the other one not have a name?
The other one finds pleasure in being beneath being named, in having no title to claim as their own, no identity, only to be used by Mr. Hook. So
I mean, sure, whatever he's into.
Yeah, that's just what he wants.
Damn, so they're into that play. Okay.
Yeah, is there a problem with that?
Hell no. Go for it, brother.
All right, I noticed a little animus in your tone.
Oh no, I'm just spicy today.
We weren't out to shame Mr. Hook, were we?
I'm not going to kink shame nobody. Trust me, that's actually in the 10 Commandments. Thou shalt not kink shame.
Oh yeah, I forgot they released a sequel. So, anyways, is there any other questions we have right now? Right now, do we have anything?
The follow-up. What is the sequel to the 10 Commandments?
I thought it was the one you just read off to me, the ones you were just talking about.
I just read off one. Tell me the sequel, man.
It's the 11th Commandment.
You can't Uno reverse flip this on me. When you brought this to my. That's like if you're like, why are we suddenly talking about the ass fuckers right now? That was you. You brought this to my feet.
What? Oh man. Well, no, that ain't no commandment. I only read off one.
All right, I think you're talking to yourself right now. Is there any other questions?
I got another question.
Any other questions?
What part of Florida do you live in now?
What part of what?
Florida. You live in.
I do not live in Florida. Are you fucking crazy? Are you kidding me? I don't live in Florida.
Good.
Fuck that. No, as soon as I got there, if you think as soon as I got there, my first thought wasn't, how do I get out of here as soon as possible? Like, you're on some other plane. I do not live there. I will never live there. Ever again. No. So the answer is no part.
It's basically living on the sun every day.
I'd rather live on the sun.
Can you live in the piss jar?
You're just going for it. He just be talking. So, all right.
I do be talking, and also
Anything else?
Oh.
Any other questions you got?
I feel like someone might have already asked this. I don't know. But will Bereni Gino show ever get that burger?
Yes.
Oh my god. No. We don't know what you're talking about. She's just saying shit. I didn't even think about the idea that like she is literally like the nega Khonjin after the burger instead of the pizza. She is, I mean, it does fit though, because she is introduced as like a chaos candidate. She's basically the only character that can upset the boss.
Oh.
Anyway.
That's pretty interesting.
So I don't know. Yeah, maybe it'll be a struggle. Maybe Khonjin will even bond with them over their desire for a piece of food they can't have, and they'll fall in love, get married, and have many children. So,
adopting from the local animal shelter is not adopting children.
They're adopting all the penguins.
Damn.
Yeah, they will adopt. Is there any other questions that we have? Anything else? Dig deep. The mind's eye or whatever.
Can I? Yeah. A similar question was asked last time, but if you were to sum up the next episode in one word, what word would it be?
Oh shit. One word, the next episode. Power.
Damn, that's vague. Sorry. Okay, thanks.
We're going to examine power. We're going to see who's in charge. We're going to see who's got the upper hand.
I think I've seen this porn before.
Cool. Good. Any other questions?
Are you going to get John back to do Luigi the Dog?
So, I'm sorry, could you ask that again?
Are you going to get John back to do Luigi the Dog?
Oh, hell no. I fucking hate that guy.
Oh, okay.
Damn.
All right. Any other questions?
The only other question I can think of, it's not really related to Khonjin House, I guess, but are there any good like pizza places near you? Is there like a good pizza place or like place that you like to eat near you?
Are you trying to triangulate my location?
No. I'm just curious because I like pizza, so just curious.
Well, there are.
Pizza's more triangular.
There are good pizza places near me.
As long as you mention only one, you can't triangulate.
Exactly.
No, I'm good. But I'm armed. So if I see in the same pizzeria, it'll be on site.
You just say Domino's.
Guns coming out. Yeah, Domino's. I love Domino's.
Can you get a concealed carry permit for a matchlock pistol?
Sucks, dude.
I have concealed carry for something. You'll find out if you try to show up at my pizzeria. If you show up at my gym. Anyway, any other questions we have? Anything else?
Have you heard of Drew Langlois?
Nope.
Okay.
All right. Anything else?
Thank you.
Are they ever going to go to the gym?
Are they ever going to go to the gym?
Like anyone on the show? Like, is there going to be a gym episode or anything like that?
Oh, damn. That's a good question. I've never considered it, and I feel like none of the characters would go to the gym. Oh, wait a minute. No, fuck. There is. I forgot.
Gay Spaghetti.
No, the boss goes to the gym.
Yeah,
The boss goes to the gym. No one else goes. There's no other character gives a fuck about that. You think Gino goes to the gym? Underneath
to find a
that
mate.
all exterior, there's like pecs just waiting to be chiseled. Nah. So, anything else?
I know you like at least Xavier, Renegade Angel, and Aqua Teen. So I wanted to know if you ever watched 12 Ounce Mouse. There's a show by
I actually haven't, and it was out of spite. I have no problem with the show. The spite doesn't come from the show. It's it was actually Bobby, because he had that website, and he had like one page where he would just play the 12 Ounce Mouse theme song over and over, and it annoyed the shit out of me, so I didn't watch it. But yeah, I have nothing against the show. It was just my circumstances of figuring out what it was. I've had a lot of people recommend it to me though, and then I always go, I'll watch it later, and then I forget, and then I go to sleep. So, yeah, but if it's good, I accept that it probably is. All right, we're gonna wrap this up pretty soon. So final questions, get them in, and then I'm getting the hell out of here.
Oh, sorry. I got one more question. Do you like 2017's The Boss Baby?
Nope. Thank you for that one. All right, any other questions?
All right, I got one.
Yeah.
Would you accept the services of a butler for free, except he's a huge pervert who likes to put his fingers in your food?
Yes, next question.
That's an interesting. So I get a free butler, and he's not keeping it a secret from me, right? He's like, I do have one condition, sir.
He's being a little coy about it, you know. If you ask him, like,
he's a little coy, but he does
yeah,
warn me of like,
Cornelius, what are these holes in my pie? It's like, I couldn't resist.
all right, so he's playing it off like it's not serious.
Yeah, it's no big deal that he puts his fingers in your pie.
He's like, well, I have my finger in every pie, sir. And it's like, all right, but that was but it was literally your finger. It's like, well, if that's how it appears, that's how it must be, sir. It's like, just tell me that it was you.
Yeah, he does everything else is fine. He does the cooking, he does the cleaning, he does your dry cleaning, he does it all, except and maybe he likes serving you like softer foods.
So he exclusively serves me soft foods.
It's just
so
a
that
preference,
I can see his handiwork personally.
So it's easier to get your fingers in there.
Yeah. I mean, I
Would
guess does he wash his hands? I guess that's the most pertinent.
Yeah. I mean, he's clean about it. It's just very uncomfortable.
Fine. Whatever. Everybody's got their hangups. All right. Anything else?
I'll let him know.
All right.
If a competent like dev team came up to you talking about like a super mental demo, would you be interested in that?
Yes.
Okay.
Before I would have said no. Now I don't care. If it can be done, I'll do it. I'm doing everything. I got fucking Clazomaniac editing the episodes for me now.
Yeah, because I know you. No, you can talk. Sorry.
No. I'm interested in a lot of dev stuff. I actually the other day, as a last ditch effort, I'm like, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna try to learn to code again. And then I ran into the same thing. I'm like, I cannot do this. The tutorial for babies. I was doing like learning C for literal infants. Your infant was just born, popped right out of the womb, wants to learn to code. This is for them. This will teach them how to code. And then I could, because it's like, if you do it for babies, it does the shit where it's like, it's all flags. And it's like, okay, I know that. And then the next step is like, this is an integer, a Boolean. I'm like, I don't know what Boolean is. It jumps dramatically above my comprehension. I'm too fucking stupid.
Me and the
I'm
homies
sorry.
hate Marine.
So yes, if coders approach me and they're like, it's clear you cannot code, just let us code, I'll be like, all right, if you can accept that you will receive basically nothing for your efforts until it's done, then fine. What do I care? Go for it.
And then to double up on that, is there any update on the Supermental quote-unquote anime?
No, there isn't. I've just been going to fucking doctors the past month.
Keep your
So
mental health.
No, absolutely not. Definitely not. But yeah, anything else?
I was about to ask will Bo survive, but it seems like Bo has for now.
What happened?
I'm streaming Minecraft while you were talking.
Oh. Okay. So, all right. Well, I'll take like 3 more questions that I think we're done. I think it'll be good. All right. So 3 more questions. Who's got the first of the 3? Awesome.
Are you gonna get the locksmith back?
Am I gonna get the lawsuit done?
Locksmith.
Say that one more time. I can't fucking understand.
Locksmith.
Locksmith. The
Yeah.
locksmith. Wait, what about the locksmith? Am I gonna get the locksmith?
Is he coming back?
No. Oh no. He's not coming back.
Okay.
So, all right, 2 more. Any more questions?
As a part 2 to my previous question, have you ever seen Squidbillies? I know it sounds stupid, but it's really good.
I saw it when I was too young to like it. I was like, I hate this. I just want the other shows to come on. But I was also so young that I didn't like Norm Macdonald either. So, like, I was very young when I was exposed to it. So, no. All right. Last question.
All right. What's your favorite Lupin?
I don't know. I'm either going to go with The Castle of Cagliostro or The Secret of Mamo.
Okay, cool.
They're both pretty good. All right. I'm out of here. If you have any other questions that I didn't get to, you can write them in the questions channel. And they will be answered by someone. That maybe not me. But who knows? Roll the dice. See what you get. All right. Goodbye, everybody. Until next 4th Thursday of the 4th week of the 4th day of the whatever at 4 o'clock. Until then, I bid you adieu. Goodbye.